Why does money matter? Picture a noisy ancient market. A farmer holds up a goat. He wants grain. The grain seller wants pottery. The potter wants shoes. Everyone is frustrated. No deal works. So how did humanity go from this chaos to trusting pieces of metal, paper, and even invisible digital money? Why does money control our lives so deeply? Because money is not just cash. It is trust. And once humans understood that, everything changed. Before money existed, people relied on barter, trading goods directly. It sounded simple, but it rarely worked. You needed a perfect match, someone who wanted exactly what you had and owned exactly what you needed. If that match did not exist, the trade failed. Goods spoiled while people waited. Animals got sick. Trades took hours. Families suffered because negotiations dragged on. A fisherman with fresh fish could not get firewood. A farmer with goats could not get shoes. Barter did not fail because people were foolish. It failed because society was growing. Humans needed something faster, fairer, and universal. So people began experimenting. In Mesopotamia, barley became a unit of value. In Africa, salt cakes were traded. In China, cowrie shells symbolized wealth. These objects worked because people agreed they had value. But everything changed about 2,700 years ago in the kingdom of Lydia, in what is now Turkey. For the first time, humans minted metal coins. Gold and silver were durable, portable, and rare. Most importantly, everyone trusted them. A coin was no longer just metal. It was a promise. Trade expanded rapidly. Merchants traveled farther. Cities grew wealthier. Money turned trust into something people could carry in their pockets. Rulers quickly understood how powerful this was. If you control money, you control the economy. Kings stamped their faces onto coins, sending a clear message. This has value because I say so. That trust made money safer and harder to fake. Coins traveled with armies and traders, helping empires grow not just through force, but through shared belief. But coins had a problem. They were heavy and dangerous to carry in large amounts. So nearly 1,000 years ago in China, merchants and governments introduced paper money. Instead of hauling silver, traders carried notes backed by promises. At first, people were skeptical. How could paper buy food? But it worked. Trade became faster, safer, and global. The world shifted again, built more than ever on belief. Fast forward to today. Most money is no longer physical. It exists as numbers on screens. Central banks now control how much money exists. When economies struggle, they create more, often digitally. Banks multiply this money through lending. When you deposit money, only a fraction is kept. The rest is loaned out, creating more money through debt and promises. This fuels growth, but it also creates risk. When too much money enters the system, prices rise. Savings lose value. Paychecks buy less. In extreme cases, money collapses entirely, as seen in countries where inflation made cash nearly worthless. In 2008, risky debt triggered a global financial crisis. Banks collapsed. Millions lost jobs and homes. Money revealed its true nature, powerful yet fragile. Now we are entering another transformation. Cash is disappearing. Payments happen through phones, cards, and apps. Money moves instantly across the world. Then came cryptocurrency. Bitcoin introduced money without banks, secured by mathematics instead of governments. Some see freedom, others see danger. At the same time, governments are developing digital versions of national currencies, promising speed and efficiency, but raising concerns about privacy. Once again, money is evolving. Here is the truth. Money has never truly been about gold, paper, or code. It has always been about trust. Who we trust, what we believe, and who controls that belief. The story of money is not finished, and the next chapter may change everything.